good evening, morning, or afternoon. Either way, same thing. Whenever you are deciding to watch this feed, I am not Corbs, nor is he Mustard. Rather, I am username underscore Intel, and that is Corbs, as we are waiting for Mustard to get back from a League of Legends game. I am so glad to see you here, and I'll only be here for a bit, but he will be your main caster. Corbs, how are you doing today?
I'm actually doing really well. Unfortunately, I got a bit of a bad angle with the sun going in my room, so I figured why not just get some sunglasses on, just enjoy the day a little bit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I don't understand why you don't close the blinds. That would make more sense, but that's not what
Honest,
we're here for.
yeah, honestly, I just need this natural lighting in my room. It's
It's very
plus
beautiful.
exactly.
But either way, today we have, which I would think is a very quick match, relatively speaking, that everyone's been waiting to see because we have Real Redemption, a team that has tier 2 coaches, obviously players who used to play from in League Zero, now in contenders, and then we have Wisdom Academy, one of the most popular teams when it comes to history and kind of continuing to play. So I have to ask, what are your ideals and predictions going into this?
So, keep in mind we are playing on a brand new patch when with all the long range hit scans getting nerfed. Like the best long range hit scan right now, ironically, I think it's Widowmaker, but even then she's kind of iffy. So, the thing is, expect to see a lot of Reaper and a lot of Tracer from the hit scan DPS, especially in this meta, because A, they weren't affected at all by the patch notes, and B, Tracer is still very dominant. Also, watch out for a lot of Sombra and Mei. Sombra and Mei is still one of the best flex DPS options in the game. And like you can definitely use her as pretty much just a utility base, like get a hack on a target, focus them down easily. And Mei, it's great. She's pretty much a third tank on the field, especially if you're running like a like sort of a brawl comp with Ryan Diva and Mei and Reaper, etc. You all know the comp.
I have to
So,
definitely agree.
mhm. Yeah, and interestingly enough, Wisdom is going to be without Spongy Cheese, who I actually had as an MVP candidate, inter- and they decided to move Titanic over to Flex DPS for this game, and they're going to put in Skylar on support. So a bit of a roster change compared to last time. However, I don't see it really affecting him that much, considering that Sergeant Pepper has played like Reaper. Actually, no, Titanic has played Reaper before, and Sergeant Pepper is known for that Flex DPS role. So I do have Rio. If you watched Countdown earlier, I do have Rio winning in a close one, 3-2.
Man, I
So
see what you mean, but starting out on Lijiang Tower, I definitely think this might affect them. Wisdom Academy they have a very strong roster comparably to Rio. I think that's very popular to say. A lot of people have Spongy Cheese as the MVP candidate, but he's decided to go on a little trip or something instead of playing Overwatch. I don't understand his objectives. But either way, I'm a little bit more worried for Wisdom Academy. I have a lot of faith in his team. I talk very good about them, but Real Redemption looked very good against Fortunate Sons last week. Well, not last week, but week one. And going up against Wisdom Academy, this is kind of the area where you can solidify being the number one team. But for the fact that we have four teams, they'll be fighting again in another 2 weeks, so it doesn't really matter that much.
and it's kind of like a perfect matchup too, because it's literally both the teams that are undefeated right now. And ironically, pretty much the winner of this game will has a good, in my opinion, has a great chance of actually finishing the season undefeated because if Rio already surpassed my expectations by, in my opinion, upsetting Fortunate Sons, even though Fortunate Sons did not look coordinated at all, and B, Wisdom Academy beat their old rivals in Geometric. Granted, Geometric ran this weird horse comp where it was like, what? And honestly, I wasn't impressed by their play at all. However, Wisdom still looks super super strong, so I could still very much see them going in. Anyways, looks like we are already going into the map. So if you didn't hear, it was Lijiang Tower, and more specifically, we are going into a pause. Of course, we are.
My goodness, we just had to transition. It was smooth and it was great. Looks like we'll just be taking a second. Also, if you're ever wondering what Mustard is still doing, they're playing League of Legends, so it's taking them a bit more. I will be joining here temporarily as your other caster. Corbs, are you specifically color or?
Yes, I am specifically a color caster.
All right, good. I'm hoping that you're a person of color too. Have some diversity on this channel every once in a while. But Lijiang Tower, it's such a great map. Obviously, it's very famous to Brawl, but Brawl may not be as strong as it used to be.
Yes, interesting. Even then, Brawl with, especially with the Sigma soaking up damage for you is actually the way to play here. And obviously you have Symmetra who can give your entire team like dive levels of mobility with a teleporter. And so both teams are going to be trying to utilize the Symmetra. Um, however, Wisdom, it looks like they are going to play for the longer kind of more sustained, especially with the Junkrat farming up tires, and then Rio will be playing with the Doomfist, so looking for burst kills right off the bat. One big difference I want to point out here, though, is TIE Fighter on the Zarya compared to Matthew on the Sigma. So let's see how they will be playing this, especially with... ooh, Sergeant Pepper gets picked off early here, so that'll be a nice little fight kickoff.
Yeah, look at this. We're going to be seeing them moving in with the Doomfist. Polar's able to make a lot of space with this fight, and it looks like the rest of Real Redemption are just prepared to continuously walk in. The fact that they have that Sigma means they have less overall damage, but I will be going out as Mustard has now arrived.
All right, welcome to the cast, Mustard. Anyways, for what you just missed, Rio straight up rolled Wisdom for the first fight. But
yeah, I noticed that one.
yeah, it looks like the good news is, though, on the side of Wisdom, Titanic is 65% or 70%, excuse me, away from that barrier, and he can definitely use that to make space for his team. P-Bach is taking a ton of damage, and he just goes down right away, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was just instantly melted down. Titanic, you see, just gets punched by the Doomfist here. RQT putting in some work here. Sam Knight as well into the back line. It is trades, though. Real Redemption Wisdom Academy currently even on players, so it depends on how these teams decide to take it. I think Wisdom Academy going for the retreat. They don't have
honestly,
point control. Definitely the play.
Yeah, if I were Rio too, I would definitely follow in Wisdom's footsteps by retreating, because you did lose your main tank and your primary support there in the fight. And very weird window. I guess it was a misplay by Pineapple and
yeah, both walls go out too here. You see Peach coming in, getting a nice Firestar kill onto Sam Knight, so just aggression continuing on here. Wisdom Academy. Oh, that is a trade, but Wisdom Academy are coming out on top. Kills going both teams' ways, but I think Wisdom Academy comes out on top as the Doomfist ult from RQT looking to stall out the point just a little bit longer.
They're turning it around.
RQT, though, they might be able to turn this one.
Yeah, they are. They might be able to turn this one. The Symmetra is coming back on the side of Rio, so let's see if they're able to recontest. And they do get final pick on the Junkrat. This is gonna be.
Sergeant Pepper's down. Both teams are back though, fighting in full force. Ooh, nice flux though. Math coming in here. Peach has the shatter. Will they use it? Will they use the shatter? No. It gets canceled. He gets bursted down as he drops the shield, and Real Redemption actually able to clutch that one back. Nice grab here from TIE Fighter just to lock up the players from Wisdom Academy. And yeah, Real Redemption off the back of some heroics from RQT and Sand Knight. Looks like they'll be able to hold on here on Control Center.
Yeah, Titanic's trying to turn it around, but unfortunately he isn't finding too much value on the Doom as it gets taken out early by Cordero. But yeah, this is honestly Rio looking more like a team, and Wisdom just trying to play individually. Like I said earlier, Wisdom is down some of their starting lineup, and they are moving players into pieces. Like I mentioned earlier, Skylar is going to be on the flex support, where Titanic is normally on the flex support. However, in my opinion, that was just clean play overall by Rio. Nothing too much that Wisdom could have done there.
Yeah, and just in general, I think Wisdom Academy didn't look that strong. They definitely were extremely shaky, had a lot of misplays in my opinion. They just didn't look like the better team. They just didn't look confident whatsoever, and Real Redemption able to turn it around. Nice, strong.
Yeah, I wouldn't
clutch.
Honestly, especially, yeah, well, going into the next map, we do have Lijiang Gardens. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a mirror comp with the Shadow, or I guess you can say Goats 2.0 comp with Monkey. Yeah, we are seeing a mirror comp with that exact comp.
Six-man rush, as I like to call it. 6-man rush. Frogromo comp for those in the loop. But you see the engagement here. Both teams just run the point really fast. That's the great part about this comp. So you get in the action immediately.
Oh,
yeah, and
Gag.
there's the action. Gag, nice boop there. Onto the Moira. So a lot of healing gone for Real Redemption, but Real Redemption looks like they're just going to go on the offensive without the healing. They're just going to go in, get aggro, get some kills, and they cement their position on the point. So that's the first cap going for Real Redemption.
Honestly, Wisdom needed to understand that, hey, they're down their main support right there. We need to go in. Unfortunately, Wisdom did not capitalize on that opportunity. That was a huge opportunity to actually get momentum for the rest of this map, but they just missed out on it. So, but Sergeant Pepper is P-Bot gets scooped off the map, unfortunately. So
yeah. You're down your main tank already for Wisdom Academy. Looks like Real Redemption are going to capitalize on it. They're looking to go aggressive into the spawn of Wisdom Academy. Yeah, Real Redemption just look like the stronger team right now, I think. If you're Wisdom Academy, you got to do something. But I think they're just
the good news, on the side of Wisdom is that they already have their EMP. However, Samity is already up to their beat, and they can definitely play this smart. And unfortunately,
that is a big EMP. It catches 5, shuts down the Coalescence, and logs down the Lucio. Looks like Sam going in for the beat, gets the boop onto the Moira for Wisdom Academy. So it's a lot of healing gone. But look on the bright side, you are still winning the fight off the back of that EMP. You just need to kill the stragglers, but maybe if you lose Gag there, Polar getting a nice kill on the Lucio, and Titanic just goes down. Yeah, Wisdom Academy, they were on the precipice of winning that fight. With a big EMP there, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to close it out.
Yeah, unfortunately with Wisdom Academy, they just kept getting, and Sam T with another boop. Like, they have been on fire with these. Like, they have just constantly found huge picks in the fight that have actually turned the team fight into their favor. Wisdom's only ultimate coming into here is the beat, and it's gonna be very tough for them to actually contest this point. So let's see if it looks like the Lucio will go and contest. So there you.
Yeah, at least Lucio does get the touch in here. You see Peach with the primal going in, a little aggressive, but we shall see how it goes. Looks like a nice G-Mech though. Your Redemption down there, Diva. Let's see if anything's able to come out of it. Nice Coalescence kill onto the Reaper. EMP comes out from Real Redemption. Looks like they're going to be able to lock up someplace from Wisdom Academy, and with the beat on top, health bar is not healthy enough. Skylar died with the Coalescence. That's definitely painful for Wisdom Academy as Real Redemption. There it is.
Yeah, Rio just looked a lot more coordinated on the map, especially on the last part of the map where they didn't even give up a single percentage to excuse me, they didn't give up a single percentage to Wisdom, which is like insane. And like the fact that yeah, this is a great little tire by Sergeant Pepper, great little play too. But Rio just looked a lot more coordinated, and when Wisdom had the advantage going into the fight, somehow they would just get it turned on their head.
Yeah, so, man, that was just unlucky. Real Redemption, they just look so strong. I mean, as you mentioned, it could just be, with the new players and new positions for Wisdom Academy that Rio, they're just taking advantage of it. You see a lot of boops going on into the back line for Wisdom Academy, and
it looks like P-Bot might have disconnected. Yeah, P-Bot looks like he either disconnected or just straight up left, which very interesting. So the good news is Wisdom does have a main tank on hand with they do have a main tank on hand with Rim Jazzberry. So very interested to see if how they're gonna integrate him into the lineup, considering that will be his first official game with them. So let's see.
Yeah, we shall see. Oh, cameras are a little messed up now. But yeah, definitely for Real Redemption. Yeah, Real Redemption just looking super strong here against Wisdom Academy.
Yeah, sorry, Knock. I'm sorry, Knock. Like, my dad just came out of nowhere. He surprised me. Yeah, so that That's gonna be clipped, and that's gonna be pretty funny there too. So, oh wait, where's my camera at? What?
Camera, mod check, mod check.
There I am. Hang on one. Uh, uh, there we go. But
A little behind the scenes action for the stream to see.
exactly, yeah. Sorry about the NA.
I went to
NA
get a
production.
slice of pizza and everything goes to hell.
Yep.
I thought it would be fine.
My bad. There you go. We're back.
There we are. We made it back. Yeah. All right. If there's like a honestly, if it gets popular, I might get my dad as a guest for countdown. I don't know. Just that would be pretty funny. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Let's get him to cast. He'll not know a single thing that's going
exactly.
on. But
yep. It's like
it'll be funny. It'll be funny to watch.
Exactly. Why he'll be like, why is there a gorilla flying across my screen and there's a big German dude with a shield? That would be pretty funny though. Let's be.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, don't. I'm sorry, Knockwood. To be fair, it wasn't necessarily my fault. It was my dad's. He completely forgot.
Yeah.
But,
Just turn off the just down next time. I think.
Yeah, that's true. I'll just be like, yeah. Wait, nope. I had it at a perfect angle. All right. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So. Yeah, good stuff coming out from your redemption. Back on track here. Curious to see
Yeah.
what the next map is going to. Where's Wisdom Academy going to take us? Because it honestly looked like their best map was just the Rush Mirror, so I think they just go for the Rush Mirror.
And yeah, well, speaking of which, it looks like they are going to go to King's Row, so perfect map selection by them because A,
Rush Mirror.
Exactly, Rush Mirror, and B, it's King's Row, aka one of the more entertaining maps on Overwatch that's not named Havana or no, I'm just kidding, Havana sucks.
True.
Exactly. Like people who like the Havana like their toast extra crispy. And the interesting, yeah, Wisdom will be putting Rim back on main tank, so let's see how he will fit into the rest of the team. Oh, and one more thing that I forgot to mention. Rockcrafts is gone, and he is their normal starting off tank. So they had to put in Matthew, who I think is a DPS player on off tanks. Interestingly enough, and honestly, he didn't look too bad. They had the right idea going into the control center, but with the Sigma, because honestly, Sigma is better at more sustain. However, Rio was smart, and they did decide to run the Doomfist, which does counter the Sigma because Doom doesn't even care about shields half the time. Let's be honest. And
True.
Exactly. And yeah, so also Sam Knight, or however you say it, they've been looking really, really good on main support as well. Like main support is one of the roles that doesn't get quite as like talked about as much because it's like team go fast, team get healed, team get damage boost. It's pretty much
funny blue beam.
Exactly. And the thing with main support is it's still a very heavily impacted position because they could have perfect ults that time you out, that get you out of very bad situations. For example, the classic Lucio versus Sombra mirror, because with Sombra EMPs, Lucio's around the corner with a beat. There you go.
Boom.
Exact. Yep. And so
reading the EMP, very important. Coming from a Lucio player myself, very important to read EMPs, and Sam Knight doing a really good job of it, also setting up in position for Boops, everyone's favorite environmental kills.
Exactly. Who doesn't like playing the Frag Frog unless you're Feed God? Oh wait, too soon.
Yeah. No, true.
FD God. Feed God.
FD God. Yep. Feeder. We could add that one to the feeder list. I got a poster out back.
Yeah. Anyways, so good news. I'll just say production is our unless Knockwood, you're ready probably, right? Go ahead and type it. We're just waiting on what is it called? Wisdom to ready up as well. And yeah. Honestly, wow. Okay, fine. Yes, you already did already. I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I can't read even though I am wearing glasses. Granted, it is sunglasses indoors,
Yeah,
so
why are you wearing sunglasses indoors, man?
long story short, the sun's at a bad angle for me. And I know I could put up my blinds, but like honestly my room is a little too cool, so I just want the heat to kind of come in as well.
Fair
But now
enough.
it's getting a little too hot, so
Yeah, you see my you see my window out there. See just the glare of light coming in from the side on my camera angle.
exactly.
But I guess I should throw a little introduction quick. So yeah, I am Mustard. First time casting League Zero. Definitely gonna be an amazing experience. And yeah.
Honestly,
in the past,
League
I've
Zero
casted...
is yeah, I was about to say League Zero is one of the better community leagues. This is where I personally got started as well. Season 2 Geometric. Man, that team was so much fun, not gonna lie. But yeah, we did have our ups and downs. Eventually we did win the championship. Woo! But
big.
very big. But yeah, that's where I got my start casting. Obviously I didn't hopefully am a little bit better, even though people in the comments right now are probably gonna be like, oh my gosh, he's still an awful caster.
Doo-doo ass cheeks. Yeah,
exactly. But we're gonna see a ball comp from Wisdom, probably. What? On King's Row?
It could be spawn shenanigans.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't. Rim is known for his ball because his ball is actually fairly decent. Except there is a clip on Flux Cup where he just gets instantly melted. It was hilarious. But yep, they're doing spawn room shenanigans. It looks like they will be switching up to their regular comp. Are they gonna rock the Bastion on high ground strat? They are gonna rock the Bastion on high ground strat. This is gonna be amazing.
I love the strat. I love this strat so much because one of the players for my
oh, what a wall!
Dude, that is a great wall. He
the wall
loves running this comp because he is a Bastion player. Terrorizes the low Masters ladder. But you see, that was just a great wall from RQT just to make sure Sergeant Pepper doesn't get any value. But then once you get DMAxed, you have the Bastion out. Yeah, you're just gonna get mowed down. Polar getting taken out immediately. Skylar getting one onto their counterpart Baptiste, and Rear Redemption forced to hide in the hotel. Wisdom Academy with full lockdown of the points. It's gonna cap it immediately. 5:40 on the clock. Man.
Honestly, if I were Rio, I would have tried to rotate around. Yeah, like as long as you can give up ticks as long as you don't give up the point. And unfortunately, especially in this division, people don't realize it, and that's one of the main reasons why some people actually lose games is because hey, we can they don't know that hey, we can give up ticks without giving up the point. And you're gonna see it a lot more in advance usually. But anyways, focusing back up on the game, Rio does have a bit of ults to work with. However, Rim is gonna mass him on Shatter, and
ooh, nice Shatter, yeah. Ninja Bear is out of the...
Is that a Bastion on the flank? It is a Bastion on the flank. Oh,
Bastion on the flank. Oh, the pin!
The pin and
Gordo.
the teabag. That was...
Gordo, he has assumed tank differential in two ways. He has shattered the enemy Reinhardt, and he has pinned the tank form Bastion. So
exactly.
That is, I guess you can say, that is a real main tank difference right there.
Exactly. That's true. Anyways, it looks like a couple of volts. Ooh, nice little blizzard coming out from Rio, and this is actually massive. It catches the entire enemy team. However, they're just not going to get any picks.
Yeah, they're just unable to push up. That was just a little weird one from there. TIE Fighter takes out Rimja, but reciprocating is 2 kills from Wisdom Academy, Matt.
What a shatter.
On the offensive. Gordo's built another shatter.
I know.
Like,
yeah. Gordo's
Jazz has not even used his first one, and then you just have that.
Yeah. Gordo has just been on fire recently. Like he's like done. It seems like Rio is always in a bad spot, but Gordo's like, hey, look at me, I have another shatter, or I'll hit a clutch pin that'll kill 2 somehow. The early Maywall does come out, and ooh, nice little block from Gordo as well. And it looks like,
Gordo's just putting out a main tank differential right here, as you see it, blocking the shatters left, right, and center. A window coming from Real Redemption, just making sure Wisdom Academy can't push up without their main tank whatsoever. You see that Bowler getting 3 picks. They're just going to stabilize here.
Yeah,
I like that
I
attack
were-
strat, though.
Yeah,
That was
I'll
very
be honest
good.
with you. If I was Wisdom, actually no, never mind. I was about to say if you were Wisdom, I would be pushing up aggro here because they are without some of their team, and they almost get the cutoff on the Rhine there. Unfortunately, Sergeant Pepper barely misses the wall. Here comes a high noon, and yeah, that's unlucky.
I think Polar got caught on the other side of the walkway here. A beat from Samnite just to make sure that everyone lives through the blizzard. Most people did. TIE Fighter does get one onto Skylar, so definitely great gaming coming out here. But this is just a stagger fight. Gordo with another cute shatter.
Another one. Oh my god.
This man is picking up a new pair of Crocs after this game, man.
Oh, for
Just
sure. He's gonna
absolute amazing dominance coming out. Just
exactly
clean gameplay. Shatter after shatter. Man.
Yeah, it just hasn't been fair, man. Like every time Ren Jazzberry would sometimes mess up, Gordo would be like, hey, look at this, there's a free shatter, hits 3, cleans it up, you know, it's still the fun thing. However, Rio is coming back with quite a plethora of ultimates, as they have Flux and a High Noon, so they can use that to combo. Speaking of which, there's a High Noon.
There it is. There's the High Noon.
And
yeah,
unfortunately,
and a
not too much
Blizzard.
happens.
Yep. RQT with the Blizzard, zoning him out.
Oh,
RQT
no,
Polar.
gag.
That's just a weak beat there. Most of your team is down.
Rim?
Rimja with a big shot. They might be able to turn this, but it gets instantly taken off by Polar. Yeah, that's just not happening.
Yeah, Rim.
So close. We were this close
Rim.
to seeing a runaway comeback. Rest in peace.
However, wait a minute. Yeah, rest in peace, Runaway. But Gordo does go down very late there, and it looks unfortunate. And Rio looks like they're not getting back to respawn. So very interesting. I would just, yeah, even then, if I were Rio, I would retreat to this the next corner that the payload is coming to, because you can definitely regroup with your team by then, and hopefully they can actually combo ults here. Wisdom's synergy has been a little bit shaky. Let's see if Matt.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Blizzard there.
Good Blizzard. TIE Fighter did not have the up a beat from Samnite just to keep everyone nice and topped up, but it's not going to be enough. Titanic Matt picking up some kills here, going aggressive. Wisdom Academy breaking through with only a Blizzard. That is just a great fight. Real Redemption investing the High Noon and the beat just to counter that Blizzard, and they just got no value out of it.
Exactly, and keep in mind that that was actually a phenomenal defense from Real Redemption. Wisdom had 5.5 minutes on the clock, and they held him to just over 40 seconds to capturing point B. So Wisdom will be have to cap this with probably under a minute if all things go well.
Oh, Titanic's on the flank. Unable to confirm a kill, but the fire strike, I think that was through the window, takes out RQT. Gordo getting
oh no.
No. But it gets 2 with the High Noon, so definitely great. But man, that was just unfortunate. You never want to get squished by the diva.
Yeah, one thing I do want to point out there is Samnite with a great stall, so that way their team can actually recontest. It looks like
the Persian recontest too with the window. Yeah, Wisdom Academy recognized the situation. They're gonna back off. Window being invested from Real Redemption, but oh man, you love to see it. The funny robot in full force. Gordo. What are you
Dude, oh man, look, I feel for you on that one, Gordo, because like the thing is, I've had that happen to me plenty of times.
Yeah, the positioning, that was definitely an interesting position from Gordo. If any, he was like sandwiched between both May walls, like it was just 2 Rhines looking at each other. That was an interesting spot to be in for anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, the good news for Wisdom, though, is that they have a beat to re-engage. However, they will have to run into RQT's Blizzard unless Matthew has a clutch eat here. Both Blizzards are coming out.
Yep. Venn diagram on the point. Hope you guys finished your math classes here. Gordo getting wiped out by the AC-130 from the Hanzo. Skylar and Rimjazz, though, they fall early. RQT just coming up big on the back of the Blizzard, just cleaning up kills left, right, and center. Overtime begins. Wisdom Academy. Gag trying to stall out the cart as much as he can, but it does not look like it'll be that much, as Polar coming out with the celebratory tank form. Real Redemption hold Wisdom Academy just shy of 3rd point.
Yeah, considering that Wisdom had a lightning quick attack on their first point, the fact that they got held before the third is like astonishing. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, they did pull off the classic Novice strat of, hey, TP a Bastion on top of the statue and let's shoot down like an AC 130. Hence why the strat's called an AC 130. But unfortunately, that they couldn't carry the momentum throughout Streets. And in my opinion, Streets was probably might be the turning point of the entire match, considering because Wisdom just looked boom. I'll be honest with you, it's no simple way of putting it. They don't look like the team that they were thought to be. Considering that they are missing 2 of their starters, and so yeah, that's definitely a pretty big issue, but Rio has definitely noticed and taken a big advantage of it. Like Gordo has been pretty much the dominant Rhine throughout the entire series, and it really does show too, because he's been landing clutch shatter after clutch shatter, and it's not super easy to counter too. So
Gordo's just been
oh, he does the funny Rhine pin.
Yep, Rhine pin out of the top. Doesn't catch anyone though. I like the effort. Polar on the Widow looking to maybe secure a pick or 2, skirmishing with the Hanzo. But Gordo just gets melted while all that is happening in the front lines here. Real Redemption just kind of aggressed in, was just unable to get any value. Just gets instantly burst down. And just to clarify, the AC 130 is more of the Storm Arrows.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, to be fair though, having a Bastion on the high ground raining terror is still pretty scary in itself, and if you don't know how to counter it. However, knowing some of these players, they probably played enough to know, like, hey, there's a Bastion on high ground. Let's try and just rotate out of it, LOS. Anyways, Polar does make the swap onto the McCree, which is better than the Widowmaker, considering that they are playing a more brawly comp.
Yeah, on the topic of high ground, Redemption looking to take the high ground, looking to wrap all the way around. Similar to this is giving me a lot of
a bit of bring around the rosy
vibe. Yeah, season 1 vibes here. Titanic playing a very safe angle, looking to get a flank onto Wisdom Academy. They don't know that the Hanzo is here. Could be detrimental. Nice aggression from Real Redemption. Oh, nice shatter though. Rim Jazz keeping his team in this fight. Oh, Gordo with another shatter as well. Both Rhymes are down, but Polar getting taken out. Matt is down. Wisdom Academy have no tanks. Real Redemption still nice and healthy. TIE Fighter getting 2 off the back of the lack of tanks. So Real Redemption barely clutching this one out, but they do need to get the stall going.
Unfortunately,
a blizzard. Wait, Rim Jazz is back. Rim Jazz is back.
Yeah,
he has returned. He has taken out.
This is still winnable for Wisdom if they play it smart here. However, Wisdom's just gonna slowly leak in 1 by 1, and that's not really how you want to do it.
Yeah, they had a lot of time. They had a lot of time before the point was capped. They could have grouped just a little bit more before aggressing onto the point. But Rim Jazz did get a good pick on the Senile Apple, but
it was unfortunately
just barely wasn't. Just was.
Yeah, even if I was Wisdom, like what I would have done is just had a quick little regroup, because if you looked at the health on the side of Rio, they were all decently low, and that could have forced Sam Knight to use their beat for a. Unfortunately, yeah, Snile gets logged. This is gonna be pretty rough. So Rio does have to rotate out and just fight another day.
Yeah, Rio's just gonna play safe here. They do have the spawn advantage. Oh, the shatter attempt from Rim Jazz trying to go through the shield. I respect the attempt. But Polar. Polar taking the off angle on the high noon, just able to decimate the enemy team, taking out 3.
Despite it being like 8:40 p.m. on Eastern, it's still high noon and he still finds 3. So that was a great use of comboing those ults there. Titanic will be making the switch over to McCree, because despite his Hanzo consistently getting picks, they just aren't able to follow up on it. So maybe, yeah. So the stun definitely will have a lot more value considering the circumstances compared to just logging people. And here comes a very early flux. Here comes the bomb too.
Ooh, the bomb. Yeah, it does zone out though.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Gordo with another huge shatter.
Gordo, they have families. Stop.
Oh man, dude, he's gonna sell out this shop by the end of the game. By the end of this map, he's gonna sell out this shop. There's gonna be no more available. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like what? Gordo's like 5th 3 or more man shatter in the entire, or no, it feels like it at least, because he's just been finding these lanes where it's like they can easily follow up on it too. The thing with Rim is that he's still hitting big shatters, but his team can't follow up on it. So
that's a really nice wall window onto Gordo, just instantly bursting down Ryan. What are you gonna do against double the damage?
Yeah,
so Real Redemption, back up.
Yeah, here's what you do against double the damage. You just take the L, regroup and spawn, and then go again, because Wisdom does have to use ultimates on defense, and keep in mind, Rio does not have to go the full distance. They only have to go just before the point. Rim goes down though.
Yeah, Rim goes down with the shatter. Sergeant Pepper looking to do a little something with the Blizzard in the back line, but just gets out. The window as well from Senile Apple creates a lot of space for Real Redemption, and they're just taking advantage of it. Wisdom Academy just fell like flies as they move into the final bit, a home stretch here of King's Row.
Yeah, the thing that what Wisdom Academy needs to do here is use High Noon to break Gordo's shield here, so that way Rim can get a free shatter. Rim unfortunately goes down very early there.
On the topic of a free, free for the enemy team. That's just the out of the fight here. RQ team with a nice just kicks everyone off the point, and Gordo getting 2 with the pin as well. Yeah, Gordo's just absolute menace today on Reinhardt, especially here in King's Row, and no one else is going to be able to touch Real Redemption. Taking up a fast 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Rio has been like, Rio again, they're just clicking on all cylinders, and Wisdom just doesn't look comfortable with the lineup they have. Speaking of which, Gordo gets play of the game. I mean, dude played his heart out on this map. Let's see this. He's probably going to farm up a shatter on this play. Yeah, he is. Oh my goodness. That was... oh my goodness, that was fat.
Yeah,
and
Gordo...
yes, with the celebratory shield dance. And
yep, look at main tank supremacy there.
Hey, look at Senile Apple too. Like 41% of the team's damage taken. That's really good on Baptiste. And 11 Earth Shatter kills for Gordo that map, which is a ton.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Anyways, so we're at the point in the match where we will actually be introducing our desk analysis. And once again, other way around, I'm just kidding. It will be Intel. So Intel, welcome onto the stream once again. I know. I mean, you kind of were watching the game. It's just in the more streamy format. So Real with a 2-0 lead on Wisdom. What are your thoughts this match? What have you seen throughout the entire, I guess you can say, domination of Wisdom?
Well, I'd have to be watching, otherwise wouldn't get the paycheck that I still don't get paid with. Either way, right now, Wisdom Academy, I'd have to say, not having their main roster has been killing them. They look like they want to execute their strategies. They look like they have the ideas held in. But because of the fact they don't scrim with Rim Jazzberry, or they don't have B-Patch, they don't have Spongy Cheese, and they're forcing their players like Titanic, who's normally on support, to switch around, it really messes up with their flow, and it's causing them to make a lot of issues. Not to say that Rio doesn't deserve the maps that they're winning so far. Gordo has been performing out of his mind. At least he's been understanding that Wisdom Academy don't have the synergy to be playing very aggressive, so he's allowing himself to just overstay his welcome, walk in, boom, just destroy them. And that's going to be the big issue, is that Wisdom Academy are kind of going up on a uphill battle trying to adapt against what everyone is doing, especially because Real Redemption debatably is now just one of the, what's by draft was one of the top teams already. But now when you get to look at their player base and you get to see them go up against a team that everyone else could really consider was going to be extremely strong, you start to understand, okay, Rio really is a strong team, and Wisdom at their weakest right now, it's going to be a lot harder.
The good news is, though, for Wisdom is that P-Bach is coming back. So this is a main tank that they are used to scrimming with more often than Rim Jazzberry. Not to knock on Rim Jazzberry. Rim's not really known for his Reinhardt. He's more known for like his Orisa and Ball, for example, which he still is really good at. However, playing on a Rhine-heavy map, kind of unlucky. So yeah, that's the good thing with P-Bach. So also, if Wisdom, another question for you. If Wisdom wants to get back into this game, how will they do it?
Well, not only is it going to be just a quick fix on their mentals, because most likely these players are so frustrated. They know what they have to do, they know what they should be doing, but they just can't bring it out of themselves to be able to do it. And that's going to cause a lot of issues for the mental. So that's the biggest issue. The second issue is catching up on their momentum. Real Redemption right now probably feel insane. They've been working fast. They're continuing to move forward. So if you want to be able to beat them, you need to be able to sit down and say, all right, they're pressing W, we press W. They're using an ult, we have to use our ults first. And obviously with the Bastion strategy, like it worked. They caught them off guard. You can prank them around by playing with such weird ideas and strategies, which is what their plan was. But because of the fact that they just aren't together right now mentally, they're just not going to be able to clean this out. And it's kind of what made me worry about Wisdom Academy going into the match.
Yeah, honestly, Wisdom is just not looking like the team that I'm used to seeing. Considering that, they're consistently one of the more dominant teams in the Novice, and it's like they are well known for their coaches as well. Considering that Rio also has some phenomenal coaching. I mean, again, like you said earlier, tier 2, like tier 3 players know a lot about the game, and so they have really accelerated this team forward. Anyways, Knockwood, what's our ETA right now for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, don't worry.
Anyways, I am
about.
back. I am
There you
back. If you didn't notice, my son took over real quick. I am back. Hello.
Yeah, but either way, we have lots to talk about before the match really gets back into the way. Because, yeah, obviously coaching does affect these players a lot. I think we can all agree that if you have a very good coach, teams can look very great. Obviously, that's why a lot of people say Wisdom Academy was the best team in season 2 or season 3, you know, even though they have things in that. And Rio obviously having a bunch of tier 2 coaches, that kind of brings it on to the level. I don't think coaching is what the matter is in here. I feel like more right now is these players and their own skill level. Because I like a lot of the players on Rio, but I would have to say the skill gap is at times. If we had main roster versus main roster, I think Wisdom Academy is a lot stronger, but Wisdom Academy is not looking good today. They're not playing synergized. Real Redemption is taking full advantage of that, and that's why you've just seen them focusing on these brawl compositions. Notice how they just don't ever push back. They don't ever give up. They understand their winning conditions, and that makes me very proud to see a novice team playing at a very good level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wisdom is running a very interesting lineup. So they do have P-Bach back in the lineup, and they are keeping Matt still on that off tank. However, their DPS line is now Sergeant Pepper and Rim Jazzberry, which interesting. So
yeah, I mean, here, I'll put in my 2 cents here. I think Wisdom Academy, you mentioned they're down their main players, so it's just a matter of, yeah, they're down players, so they're just trying to throw things at a wall and see whatever sticks. And you know what, I respect them for that.
I do too. Speaking of which, we got a little update with the Geometric versus Fortunate Sons game. Current score right now is 2-0 in favor of Fortunate Sons. So Fortunate Sons is looking to set up the sweep here. Kings Row does go 3-2 in favor of Rio. It doesn't look like it on the stream, unfortunately. Again, NA production quality. Sorry about that.
Broadcast.gg. Let's fucking go. My favorite.
All right. And speaking of which, thank you so much for your time, Intel. Hopefully we get to see you again, you know, in the near future as well. We appreciate you coming on, giving your 2 cents about the show, and yeah, let's get into map 3.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wish you luck.
Thank you,
man.
All right, so Looks like the cameras are messed up once again. So
Wee. Yo, I could be on either side I want.
exactly.
Oh.
And meanwhile, you don't get to see me, which is dumb. There we and there I am right there. Perfect. All right.
Let's
Anyways, welcome back. Yeah, sorry about the production quality. Nakwa, you can say production is ready because we are. So,
yeah. Gibraltar's going to be interesting. You know, I intend to see a lot of like double bubble or dive style of compositions over what we've seen in these past 2 maps, more rush brawl style. I guess you could still run that 6-man rush kind of comp here on Gibraltar, but I think a more dive style like double bubble or traditional dive is definitely more favored here.
yeah, I'd say definitely watch out for the use of Reaper as well, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't see too many novice players comfortable on Tracer. Because I mean, Tracer is relatively difficult to play at a high level, and B, Reaper is just easy. All you got to do is shoot. Sometimes Wraith when you get in trouble. Maybe TP in the backline, you know, and then hit Q. But Sergeant Pepper is going onto the Tracer, and Rim is going onto the Echo. So very interesting. RQT will be playing the Ashe, who recently got the range nerf. So like it'll only do 30% damage at like maximum range. And I remember seeing a clip where there was an Ashe shooting a Torb turret. It was hilarious because she couldn't even kill. It took her like 18 shots to kill it or something like that. It was terrible. So
yeah, the nerfs are good. Definitely, I think it reduces the crazy range that some DPS have. I'm interested to see how the Ashe works out. I mean, Gibraltar isn't the world's biggest, so
yeah, especially with the low skybox here, like RQT definitely find Rim out of position here. They do pull off the little sim TP strats right away. Titanic, pretty much Wisdom's main goal with his comp is to farm nano as fast as possible.
Ooh, there it is.
And here they come.
Nice engagement though. P-Bot getting RQT, but not before RQT takes out Sergeant Pepper, and yeah, P-Bot gets instantly melted down. Once those bubbles run out, you just gotta back off. You don't really have much peel. You only have a Mercy for your other support, which I'm not a fan of in a double bubble comp, even if you have the Echo.
Yeah, even then, I'd much rather have Brig here, because Brig is literally a Mercy pocket that can pocket like 3 DPS at once if timed perfectly. And like Brig just has more range and more survivability, especially with the comp that Rio is currently playing, and RQT just finds Rim out of position once again.
Yeah, just going crazy. The dominance coming out. Yeah, Polar absolutely going crazy though on this Tracer. He kills 4. He gets the pulse bomb as well. Invested in that fight, just confirm that Matt gets demexed. And yeah, Wisdom Academy. I mean, I like to see creativity. I always love to see, you know, flexibility on players. You know, Super Genji, and here we have Rim Jazz Echo. Let's see if Rim Jazz can leave the same effects as Super Genji did.
Yeah, Polar is making me eat my words. It looks like they will be pushing the card a little bit further now, but never mind, that's coming right back. They do have the Tracer and Diva to contest just in case.
That is good stickies. Really clean stickies from Rim Jazz. Takes out RQT, the nano boost onto I believe it was backline. Get in. Guido's just chilling back there, looking to try and get the Ana, but everyone there is peeling perfectly. So in the midst of all the chaos, TIE Fighter does get deep. RQT also takes out Rim.
That was very unlucky for Rim Jazz. Very literally turned the corner, and there's an Ashe Dynamite coming right to your face. And yeah, that was just super unlucky. Here comes the bomb coming out from Matt. Let's see if he can find anything. Unfortunately, it does not. TIE Fighter does have a bomb. Let's see if he'll use it, especially with the bubble down now for Wisdom.
Yeah, and you see P-Bot getting taken out. That's just not good for Wisdom Academy. The bomb going in. TIE Fighter going aggressive. Gets kill on the Rim Jazz. Gordo, Sam Knight, RQT. Yep, they're just cleaning up house.
RQT with a cheeky little teabag, not as BM as the Atlanta Rain. But Wisdom does have a bit of an ult advantage coming in. Rim finally builds up a duplicate, which is going to be a huge engagement tool, and Gag is really close to another Valkyrie, so they can definitely engage with the dupe Valkyrie and probably find a pick, because if you look at Rio's ult economy right now, they're not much. We do have a bit of a back half on. RQT does spot it, however, so.
Oh, there it is. Jump in. P-Bach gets slept immediately.
Wait a minute,
they're able to stay alive. Oh, the C9! Oh my god. The C9. It does indeed occur. Doesn't matter that P-Bach gets taken out. Just clean. Just C9 gameplay. A classic.
Exactly. That was what? Like that was pretty much a free fight win on the side of Wisdom, like, but now Wisdom does have to push up into this room. P-Bach does get melted, however. Unfortunate main tank moment.
He stood still there. I'm a little perplexed.
They might be calling
that.
for a pause, so because is he playing the game right now?
He is.
Okay,
Gordo gets slapped in the high ground. Primal behind him. Bob goes in straight onto the Ana. And yeah, RQT melting down Titanic immediately. I mean, swaps coming in. I'm not sure if these current flexing.
Wait a minute. This is
pays off. Wait.
Yeah, this is very interesting. Rio loses their two biggest characters with mobility, which I won't think it will affect them too much, especially if they have a proper retreat. But yeah, they will be camping on top of the spaceship. Here comes the monkey.
Yeah. Ooh, nice coach gun. Yeah, nice coach gun. Disengages, but Rim Jazz gets the Winston duplicate. Now there's 3 monkeys on the field. Rally from Sam Knight just to make sure everyone stays topped up. Again, armor does absolutely nullify Winston primary fire. See now Apple gets taken out by Sergeant Pepper in the back line, but traded out is P-Bach. Diva Bomb's going both ways. Looks like they're just both the remake though. Sam Knight going a little bit aggressive on the brig. You see Gag looking to kill Team Rim Jazz. It's just left in no man's land, gets taken out. Yeah,
very unfortunate there for Rim. Like, he did get the Ash below to half. However, it was just Senile hits a clutch shot that brings her right back up over that threshold, and they were able to pocket her through the damage. So super unlucky. And the very unfortunate thing for Wisdom is that they are going to be pushing through a lot of ults. Polar whiffs a pulse bomb, so that is a big sigh of relief if you're on Wisdom. And unfortunately, Sergeant did have to use recall early, so this is going to be a pretty big disadvantage now for Wisdom.
This is going to be a difficult fight to go into. Sergeant Pepper hits the stick on RQT. Just barely able to block it for the rest of the team. Sam Knight, 1 pick already for Wisdom Academy. Do they continue to press on? Looks like they'll try their best. Gordo slept in anti. He does get the nano boost, but he is still anti. No healing to be received, but nano boost going on. Matt here for Wisdom Academy. Bob in play now. There's a Bob in play, but it does miss the cart. Takes out Rim Jazz. Probably some of the best you could ask for here. TIE Fighter RQT looking to wrestle this one back though as overtime begins. Oh, Gordo, nice primal. He gets slapped up.
Oh, TIE Fighter again.
Oh, TIE Fighter. Another nice remech kill there, Matt. Trying to stall out Picard's Baby Diva, but there's not much you can do. Rim Jazz gonna burst it down, and yeah, Wisdom Academy sub short of second here on Gibraltar.
Yeah, this is actually still very winnable for Wisdom, because second point Gibraltar is one of the hardest points to push in the game, because it's an indoor section that is so soon. Normally the indoor sections are the third part of the map, but with Watch Point, it's the first is more wide open, and then the third is more wide open, but the second point is like there's not too much room to work with. But so if Wisdom is able to use the space inside the spaceship room, and P-Bach DC'd. Yep. All right. Yep. P-Bach has been having internet issues. He did DC earlier in the match, so well, welcome back. You're gonna see our lovely faces once again. So that's always great as well. but yeah, it's still very much winnable for Wisdom Academy, especially considering that especially that since
They
well here's
pushed it quite far on second. Gibraltar's not a map known for at the end of the day.
well, yeah, Rio is showing a sign of sportsmanship. If Peacock does not get back within the 5 minutes, what they're gonna do is they're gonna unpause the game and take their 5 minutes of pause time as well. So that way it gives them extra time in order to yeah, despite Rio just absolutely dominating Wisdom about now, it's they're still good sports. I mean, that's good for them.
We're all here to have fun at the end of the day.
That is very true. Like that's the point of this league.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
winning's cool, but like, like we're all here to have fun. We're not getting any prize. But I
yeah,
mean, dividing, I mean, prize money. We could talk.
yeah. No, the thing is, prize money will only have to be for advance because let's be honest, people are gonna smurf in novice again. Like it or like smurf in any other division because people want the
True.
money. Exactly. Plus, plus you kind of have to go through a lot if you get through it. It look uh let's see. Yeah, it looks like
It's like
it looks
we
like
are
we're
just going
still
to
waiting.
wait. Yeah. We're just gonna wait for P-Box to come back. Well,
Hmm.
let's do a little bit of let's do a little bit of reflecting. I mean, this match definitely been an interesting one. Wisdom Academy not at their peak, which is unfortunate. I would love to see both these teams play at their full potential, and you see Real Redemption just taking advantage of the fact that Wisdom Academy don't have their full roster here on hand right now, and yeah, just showing that, hey, yeah, we are stronger than you guys with some caveats.
Yeah, that is true. Anyway, yeah, let's see if I can get an update on the Geo versus what's it called? Geo versus Fortunate Sons if I can.
Fortunate Sons are up 2-0 versus Geometric. And Geometric are attacking first point Gibraltar with like a minute left.
Gotcha. So more than likely it's probably going to be a 3-0 in favor of Fortunate Sons. So good congrats on them getting their first win. They really didn't need it. And unfortunately Geometric will have lost the first 6 maps of the season, which is a rough thing to say, especially coming from a former Geo player, which yeah.
Losing, like, dude, getting a shaky start to any season is just rough on your mental. Even like you could be 0-2 in match score, but if you're 4-6 in map differential, that's not soul crushing. But 0-6 hurts.
Yeah, I mean, if you have 2 losses and you played them close, yeah, that's still a little bit of that's still a bit of a that's still a bit of like a confidence booster because you can if you iron out a couple of things and you'll be chilling from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like pause has been like a little bit over 3 minutes, so we are just waiting on
I
P-Buck
guess
to come back.
time to yap. Let's entertain the audience. I mean, yeah, I'm
That's true.
Mustard. As I didn't get to say earlier. Yeah, hello. It's my first League Zero cast. I'm excited to cast the season with everyone. Previously, you might have seen me. I've casted like BPL, Vast Sub Tourney. I've casted Owlet. See me around the
Exactly.
community, and I also do social media work. Maybe you've seen some posts, funny Twitter posts online. Maybe you haven't. That's okay. It's all good. But yeah, I'm excited to be here, and
Yeah, well,
go Talon.
exactly. Well, welcome to the league. Well, you probably know who Dividing by Zero is. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty big in the Overwatch League scene, especially with his like prediction videos and
Mhm.
everything like that. He's also a very cool dude if you haven't met him already.
He's a great dude. I've casted with him. Like I casted with him a few times. Great dude.
He is, and
Nice and
very
chill. So
very knowledgeable about what he's doing too. In my opinion, League Zero is one of the best. Actually, no, probably the best community ran league. And like just Overwatch in general. Maybe even other games as well. So
I mean, I have a little bit of bias in this regard. I beg to differ, but
Yeah, I
everyone
know.
has teach their
BPL
own.
is pretty fun. Yeah, BPL is pretty fun too, from what I've heard. And yeah, it's just, but just like if you need a good draft league to like really get your first team in, I highly recommend League Zero. If for those of y'all that are watching it, like you can meet some really cool people, maybe get into a little bit of beef with some of them. That's kind of sometimes how our community
You
is.
know what? That's the point of it all. Leagues aren't fun. Competitive scenes aren't fun if there isn't a little bit of drama, a little bit of you kind of gotta have it happen. You
Exactly,
know,
just like the Atlanta Rain and the London Spitfire. Even though yes, some people were like, "Oh, it's way too extreme." I thought it was totally fine because
it's acceptable. It's like
exactly.
I think it's fine. At the end of the day, you're just esports. It's Overwatch. We need a little bit of fun. Spice it up a little bit, like it's like everyone needs the villain quotes to be able to have, storylines be created. And yeah, Overwatch League doesn't have enough storylines. That's just my take. We got breadsticks, that's about it. Like, what else do we have for the community to go for, right?
Int-
Like,
oh, all right, so for those of y'all who are wondering what is going on with Wisdom versus Rio, we are in a delay because Pbok has disconnected. And if you are curious, Wisdom's time is up. However, Rio decided to start their timer, so that way that will give Pbok a little bit more time in order to come back to the game. Hopefully he gets his internet better, and so
yeah, this is what we in the industry call getting comcasted. It's happened to me
yeah,
many a time. Um, yeah. Uh, I will not elaborate. It will not be nice.
exactly. Let's see.
Yeah. I think back on the prod not okay. Back on the scope of this match as a whole. Yeah, I still wish I seen Wisdom Academy kind of running on all cylinders. Down some players, whether that's scheduling or some other unfortunate events, but yeah, Real Redemption just honestly just looks so strong that it's like hard to believe that it's like, well, you know, are they still like the worst team if Wisdom was all here?
Honestly, if Wisdom was all here and had their normal lineup, I'd say definitely no. Also I had a bit of an inside leak that Wisdom
Mhm.
kind of had a rough week with scrims in terms of like DCs and just players not playing up to their expected level. So hopefully they can take this week as a learning experience and really turn it around as well. I'd hate to see teams. I think that team like having terrible teams, I guess you can say, is
Terrible
not
teams,
really,
yeah.
yeah, it's not really a good thing. It's not really a good thing to have. It's like I'd rather see a team at least go fighting in winless than a team just like curl over and die. I guess you can say.
Yeah,
So
of course. I think Wisdom Academy, I mean, they just have a rough week. I mean, happens happens all the time. You know, we're all
exactly.
human. Things happen.
Hmm.
And it's up to see. I'd like to see how Wisdom Academy bounce back next week from all this. Um, Shout out to Gag. Know him from BPL. I believe I'm winning him currently. I believe I'm above him currently in Fantasy League. So L.
Nice. Yeah, poor Gag. I mean, yeah, this map is gonna be not. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see. Let's hopefully they can get Pbok back because it would suck going into this seeing a 5v6, especially when you lose one of your most critical roles in main tank.
Yeah.
Um,
This is a hydration check. Everyone, drink some water.
yep. Please drink some water. I mean, am somewhat hydrated. Got my body armor. It's
Hashtag not
great.
sponsored.
Hashtag not
Yep.
sponsored.
I got a nice cup of tea. So chilling. But yeah, hydration
Yeah.
check, everyone. Get some water. Especially especially as we await the conclusion of this match.
Apparently, P-Bach is actually back, so we are waiting to.
P-Bach is back for now.
For now, here we go. This is it is
hopefully
gonna be a miracle.
Hopefully, let's. You see, like, he's gone. The internet kind of cuts out, and then he's like, "Yeah, guys." Secretly he actually ran to the labs. He picked up a few. Maybe toggled the crit hit or something while he was offline. He's just gonna pop off now. Maybe we see Wisdom Academy, reverse sweep off the back of it. We'll see.
If Wisdom Academy reverse sweeps this, that would be hilarious.
That would be a storyline. If P-Block
Exactly.
just like dies, internet dies, and then suddenly just comes back and reverse sweeps, that's a storyline.
Okay. So anyways, bit of an update on the other game. Y'all were probably watching it, let's be honest, because seeing our beautiful faces for more than like 8 minutes will actually blur your eyes out, because looking at such beauty for a long time is a bit of a detriment. So
or you're blinded by my window.
That's true. But
I can help.
Yeah, a bit of an update with the Rio versus, or no, what am I saying? Fortunate Sons versus Rio game, or Geo. There are too many EOs in this. Yeah, so it's gonna be. Oh no! Oh, you know what it is? He's playing on a laptop right now.
Ooh,
that's why.
Yeah.
That explains it.
Wait, it doesn't charge fast enough, so he has to charge it and then hope it lasts long enough to finish the game.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Yeah, even then, like when I was playing on my laptop in season 2, what I would do is I would just plug it in and I would plug it in and just.
Yeah, Asus difference. Right here. We've confirmed that. We've confirmed. Gag has said that his laptop is made by Asus. So this is an Asus difference right now. Coming out here just.
Yeah. Honestly, should we use some production pause time as well? Or P-Box started playing Overwatch. Let's go. All right. It looks like. Yeah. So let's see if he does come back, and it looks like he might be back, which he is. Thank goodness.
Yep. P-Block has joined the game. So let's see if he could stay his keep his internet out, up, keep everything up for the remainder.
Exactly, and we are finally going back into the game. Sorry about the 9.5-minute break, but hey, who cares? Wisdom looks like they are ready, and production is ready, of course. Quick!
There we go. We're going in.
Laptop is not going to die on P-Lock today, hopefully.
Yep. Hopefully the laptop stays alive. We'll see if that is the case.
Yeah, well, welcome back to the game, P-Bach. Hopefully you can carry your team to a victory here. But yeah, I was about to say a little tip and tricks with playing on an Asus laptop, because that's what I actually played on. Just leave it plugged in for the entire match. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. We are back on stream now, which. Woohoo! We made it.
Woo!
Yeah. Hang on one second. Gordo pinged me. Or Intel, not Gordo. There we go. Perfect. And Rem Jazzberry will be on the McCree, so smart little counter. That'll be a smart counter, especially with the dive comp coming in. However, Gag is on the Brig as well, so bit of a better team comp. Nice eats coming out from TIE Fighter. That's really allowed their team to push up, and P-Bach, unfortunately,
yeah. P-Bach's just in there. You're not an LOS if you're healers. You melted. Dude, big dynamite from RQT. So definitely, yeah, it's great. And you have. Take a lot of space here. Again.
Yeah, this is
just brutal. Oh, okay. Tracer Duel has been won by Sergeant Pepper, but in the back line is the tanks from both teams, actually. A dive was attempted onto Titanic, but not look like was successful. Real Redemption forced to back off here, but Gordo gets taken out on the retreat. So they should be able to stabilize here. Likely push up just a little bit more. Shall see what's going on.
Yeah, Sergeant Pepper has probably been the best player for Wisdom this map. Like he's very smart by contesting the cart, so that way Rio is like, hey, y'all don't get free cart progress. If I were Rio, I would just send either the Diva or the Tracer just to the cart, and have your monkey play a lot less aggressive in that case. But no free coaching here, as there are trades going on for both sides.
Yeah, Stem Knight goes down. I think that is more detrimental than Sergeant Pepper, but Peabot getting taken out is not good. You're down your main tank. Gag falls immediately right after, and yeah, Real Redemption taking the space. Gordo going crazy though with the Primal, able to get another kill on a Rim Jazz, going in aggressive onto the back line. Oh, Peabot is once again standing. Oh, he is back.
Oh, the bomb though, it's still very much winnable on the side of
that's a trade of honors. So yeah, it's winnable from both teams. Sam Knight pops the rally. Not stop Matt from remecking, but Polar coming up big. 3 kills, 2 with the pulse bomb. Gordo getting the last one on a Matt here. That's cap. 4 minutes 10 seconds on the clock for Real Redemption to push it 69 meters. That's a very nice number.
Sergeant is in a very unfortunate spot. He does have to wrap around the entire team, but the good news is he will get out with his life. So. Oh no.
This is unlucky. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, Peabot DCs, they're just gonna continue the game.
They're just gonna finish the map 5v6. As per the rules, there's no more pause time remaining, and it's not a pure Peabot will be able to stabilize his situation on time. So
yeah, but they make it a 4v4 now, so good job on Wisdom trying not going down without a fight. So
definitely,
yeah, it's just very unfortunate. But Rimpine's 3 in this fight, so they can still very much turn this.
Yeah, you see Matt coming in here, takes out Polar. So, and another pause. I wonder what this one.
Matthew's lagged out.
Who's lagged out?
Oh my goodness, dude. That's the second Wisdom. Oh, no way. Their tank line just died. Oh no. Okay, we have to
4v6, I guess.
Yeah, we got a 4v6. Oh my goodness, no.
Sergeant Pepper instantly just says pause. You're on a pause time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is just a mess. Yeah, Matt is coming back. But they're at a pause time. I mean, you just have to go.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
This is unfortunate.
Unfortunate way to end a game.
Well, Matt does load in the game, but he's gonna have to pull out some heroics here. Maybe lock in the ball, not lock in the Diva. Swift hero. RQT gets stuck. It is now a 5v5. 5v6 because Bob is on the field. Sergeant Pepper pulling up some heroics, trying to make sure his team doesn't take a humiliating loss. Rim Jazz gets one on the Senile Apple with the high noon, but Sergeant Pepper getting taken out by the Tracer counterpart. Gordo gets one on a Titanic. Nice stick from Polar, doing a lot of damage. Matt's mech just falling extremely low as Sam Knight pops the rally just to keep his team nice and topped up. No one else is going to be able to touch the point. Nope, never mind. Sergeant Pepper gets back the nick of time, but unfortunately no one else gets out after. Yeah, a messy third map indeed, but Real Redemption take the W.
Yeah, Rio just even then Rio looked like still the better team. Even though like Wisdom did have the connection issues at the end. Oh, that was a bad voice crack. But anyways, Wisdom did have the internet issues at the end, but Rio was still just a better team, so it was gonna be very hard for them to actually win. Polar with the play of the game, looking dominant on that Tracer as usual.
Definitely, and yeah, there's not much to be said about this match other than Wisdom Academy are definitely not looking strong. Real Redemption looking like the better team here. I mean, yeah, Wisdom. They were marred by their issues on roster not being here, and then you have P-Bach DCing.
Yeah, would you be down for Gordo to be interviewed, especially with the big map he had on map 2?
Yeah, bring him in, bring him in, bring him in.
Yeah, just give him a second. We gotta ask him first.
Get him. Let's see if we can get him in here. Gordo, probably my player of the match. He's just played like a freak today.
Yep, he said sure. So
yep,
Knockwood, if you don't mind, just drag him in.
Yeah, my player of the match here because he just absolutely just demolished the competition. Big shatters after big shatters, just absolutely crazy.
I can't move him. You have to ask.
Oh, yeah. Hang on one second. Let me.
Damn. Production rights. We need some production rights.
Yeah, I can move him to countdown voice chat. That's about it. So yeah, we're gonna get him into casting booth 1 in just a second. And Intel, please help us. There we go.
There we go.
And good news is our cameras are still in the perfect place. So yeah, well, congrats on
mess it up now, Gordo. Don't mess up our cameras now.
But either way, congrats on the huge win. Beating, I guess you can say, beating the considered to be number 2 team in a clean sweep is something not to scoff at. Like especially with your Rhine play on Kings Row. How do you guys prepare for this week? And what is your takeaway from the game? I guess you can say.
You know, preparation wise, we kind of just. I mean, we knew Wisdom was probably like one of the top tier teams of Novice, right? So we mainly focused on playing what we wanted to play and mostly revolving around comfort picks, you know, like Rhine, Monkey, Ash, Tracer, whatever, you know. And we basically like set ourselves up for scenarios about beating Wisdom, and we held the mindset for like 2 weeks. So, you know, it's kind of good mindset, good scrims, good life.
Yeah, and y'all definitely did look like the better team. Even with the DCs as well, like people are gonna be like, "Oh, Wisdom DC, whatever." Like whatever.
I mean, first 2 maps were basically played without any issue. Yeah, you guys just look super strong against Wisdom Academy this week. I mean, dude, those shatters on Kings Road, dude, you have basically just bought out the sneaker shop with the amount of shatters you got there. That was insanely good played coming out. Just
I kind of got all the Jordan. Okay, listen, I might make a lot of people hate me, but I'm a Jordan 4 guy. Okay, I bought all the Jordan 4s. Jordan 12s are horrible. Jordan 1s are trash, dude. Okay, Jordan 4s are the best. Okay, that's all I say. I bought the entire stock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a shoe person. But okay.
Yeah,
all I can say. So. Okay, yeah. I mean, you know,
interesting, but yeah. So like, yeah, when did you know that for sure you guys were gonna win this game? Like, when was the moment like you came in and was like, yeah,
the victory moment, I suppose.
Yeah.
When we got in the lobby.
Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good mindset to have. I mean,
you've already won. Think about it. Like, you've already won if you've accepted victory before the starts. Usually a good way to handle things there, just to make sure. Yeah, man, I won. Get in the head. Get in the mindset.
If you don't think it.
Exactly. Anyways, I know you don't like the Jordan 1s, 2s, or 3s or whatever. But what are your thoughts about pineapple on pizza?
Oh, I love it, dude. It goes great. I strive for it.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, I agree. Personally speaking, not the worst world. Also because at the same time, your name is Gordo. Gordo, and you know what? There's a taqueria in my city that's pretty decent. That's also same. So cool.
You know, my name is Gordo, but I don't speak Spanish.
Well,
fun fact.
Cool. I don't speak Spanish either, but my name's not Gordo, so.
Yeah, same.
Can I shout out Cannon Lol, dude? Cannon, my friend. he kind of prepared me mentally for this game. That's
Yeah.
that's all I
Big.
want
Well,
to say.
shout out to Cannon. Sweet, good for
Yeah,
him.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
that I guess that kind of took care of what I wanted to ask before we leave. Anything you want to say to the
mastermind.
fan? There you go.
Exactly. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. Go celebrate that big team victory, and hopefully you can keep hitting massive shatters like you did on Kings Row.
Thank you, thank you.
Of course.
Yep.
Well, what a game.
What a game. It's probably about all that we can really say about that one.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, honestly, Rio just, even despite Wisdom's connection issues, Rio just still looks like a better team throughout the entire just map. So, well, my name has been Corbs, here with my partner Mustard and Intel as our desk analyst. Anyways, thank you all so much for coming out. Do not, and as the great commissioner once said, don't get tilted. Have a great rest of your evening, y'all.